Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
What is up, guys? Today, so it is All-Star 17. Fun fact, 17 is one of my favorite numbers because God knows we know it's not eight.
Yeah, eight is the cursed number now for
Yes.
you.
It's been, and I might have mentioned this in the YouTube duos, but eight has also inflicted pain on me on other games and whatnot. Specifically something I do called Quiz Club, where I lost my championship each time I had it. I had it three times, and each time I lost it, the episode number ended in eight. So I hate that number now.
Well, we need to
Yeah,
we it needs to get to episode 88 and have you on. And
no,
just have the worst episode ever. I think that's
we're already past 88. Or I don't
okay.
know. Let's see what number 88 in Brantsteele, because we're in like late 90s, right?
I think we're almost at 88 actually.
What?
Yeah, I
I thought
think
we were
so.
in the 90s,
No,
dude.
no, we haven't even got to the 90s yet. Here, I can look it up real quick. But yeah, no, I think we're like mid 80s right now.
Oh God. But
Yeah,
well,
this is
no.
this is 87, so we're actually close to 88.
Oh my God! And both times I got medevac, eight
Was
was in the number.
was in the 8s.
So now I'm very compelled because I do, in a sense, qualify for this. But
Yeah,
at the same time, after my two performances, I'm rather,
you're a little hesitant.
yeah, exactly. I'm hesitant to, just do it. But I don't
I
know.
think you should pull the trigger. I think that at the very least it was a memorable outing. Now like as a groupie. So
Anywho, but yes, as always, to kind of, if you've never seen any of our All Stars before, we do a draft beforehand, and at the beginning of a new series, and this would be Series 5, we try and keep within the players that have been in this series. So All Star 16, no one is eligible, and yeah, so we have pretty much everyone from the series. Now, granted, we do have some people from the last All Stars, but that's a whole different
mhm.
thing.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
we had a
So,
best of series episode. So some of them have been able to kind of make their way into series 5 here because of it. Um,
yeah.
Yeah, I will say I had a rough go this series so far, like this season. I feel like I had a lot of my people going out early. I feel like I only had maybe a couple people making an end game. So for my list this time, it was a lot tougher. Like I feel like I maybe have like 3 or 4 girls that I'm like really deserve it, and then it becomes kind of like a lot more. I
I
guess we're
mean,
picking
yeah,
this person.
that could always be tricky,
Yeah,
especially because we can't, our pool is always smaller at the beginning of one because, like, we
yeah,
can't really call upon the previous one either,
yeah.
which would always, like, help out with, I would say, at least three spots a pop for us. Like, if you're like, oh, we need to bring back Nathan. Oh, we need to bring
Yeah.
back,
You can just bring back someone who has like a name value
yeah,
from the previous
exactly.
couple.
Now, technically, I feel like we do though. We have plenty of people, and yeah, I think we should just get right into it.
Okay.
Who
I
would
think you
be
should go first because I think you just dominated the season. So I think you deserve the first pick.
all right? I'm gonna start with our ladies, and I'm gonna go with my fellow medevac, you know, companion, and that's
Yeah.
Regina George.
No surprise there.
Great player, but like that bullshit of
Yeah.
medevac right at Final Four.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And then at that point, it's like, can't you just like get
Well,
help and then attend
I
my?
have some breaking news that I'm gonna share here with you because we have looked into what caused your medevac and Regina George's medevac for that season, and we found a slow acting poison was put into the rice uh, and we have linked it back to Yuichi Katagiri, who
This motherfucker.
targeted you two because you showed off your prowess to beat him in the immunity challenge. Same with Regina George. And as the two biggest targets at the perfect time, the most important time, he chose to strike, taking a page out of Sugar, which was a Series 4 moment too, but doing it in a way where we don't know until after the season, where Sugar we knew immediately.
Some interesting hand cannon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Either way, I'm
So
always
yeah.
gunning after him too. I'm like always like, people, he's the threat. Get the fuck rid of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Regina George, now knowing this, I think there's going to be a huge target on you going into the season, especially I think if you go and Regina there. Like
Yeah,
I think you guys need to to make that move.
we'll see. We will see. Also, I don't know. I think like the simulator has a hard on for Yuichi, so
Yeah, it is really just like giving him moment after moment.
yeah, exactly. But Regina George, besides that, huge legacy name in our Brantsteele verse, being one of the best. She is on that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
So yeah, had to bring her.
Nice, nice. Yeah, a potential winner if she doesn't get medevac there. I think it's either her or Parvati who wins the game. Uh, so yeah, but I think that's a good pick. Speaking of Parvati, I'll just
Yeah,
get out of the way. I'm picking her. She was so close to winning the game. I think, uh, I think Yuichi does play a good, like a better game in terms of like what he did. Obviously, he would have gone out at 4 had Regina not get medevaced. Um, but I think that Parvati, probably has a good chance of beating Regina in the end if they do go to the end together. I think it would have been a close vote. Um, but yeah, I think Parvati plays another great game, making another finale. I just think that she has to be here.
yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like it's a must.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I'm not going to choose myself for this one. I'm still debating it. I'm going to go with from our sitcom Showdown. I'm going with Dwight Schrute, the guy that
Okay.
could have won the game, but I think he just started to play too comfortably, and then his cockiness got the best of him.
Yeah, he had big move-itis and plays his idol on Abed, even though he had immunity, he could have used that 5 bet. Um, yeah, definitely wanted to make a big play, but it just blows up in his face.
No, it was sad because like the sitcom one was really great. And
Mhm.
like, granted, I'm very happy that George Costanza won, but at the same time, I'm like, Dwight, you played so good. And now
Yeah.
I'm worried anytime I bring you back that you won't live up to your first game.
Yeah, he basically it was almost like a Rick Devon situation with Dwight in terms of he just was really dominating like a lot of the springtime, and then but gets come up just short. So then it becomes who has now the best kind of social game at the end, which ends up being surprisingly George Costanza.
Yeah. I mean, George has his
His
he has
moments.
his strengths. He's
Yeah,
probably one of the biggest bullshitters you will ever meet.
yeah.
You know, I would say this, that's probably his like biggest strength is his ability to bullshit.
Mhm.
And the
Okay.
lengths he'll go to prove a point.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, I think Dwight's a great choice. I think he was a very obvious lock from like very early on in the merge. I think he was already like locked into being on the season. So
Oh yeah.
nice to see him making it here.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say now the next, I think, most obvious pick for my side, the person who we have now found out is the cause of your elimination and Regina's elimination in the best of series. We are bringing the Madman Yuichi Katagiri, who has now joined the two-time winner circle, the first Survivor King of our
Yeah,
channel. I think that alone warrants him a spot here. Let alone, he wins. I believe it was like five immunities that season. Um,
yeah. Like
so
there's merit to his game. I'm just like this fucking
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
No one, it's like his bill needs to come due.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, like he was locked in. He was definitely going to come back.
yeah.
And I'm not even disappointed that he was like, no, it makes sense. But I'm like, this
He has
motherfucker.
brought entertainment pretty much
Yeah.
every time. I feel like every time he comes in, there's some new weird thing that he has found in his
Yes.
gameplay, which is just so fun to see.
I agree. I agree. All right. Next up, we have from our musical mayhem, we have Elizabeth Schuyler.
Okay.
Um, I feel like she made a deep run. I mean, she lasted longer than a lot of the other women on that tribe. And yeah. Um, Also I like Elizabeth Schuyler. So,
Mhm.
I feel like this time around, um, things might be a bit different, especially since we have a lot of strong female women in this one. Granted,
Mhm.
they're kind of like they're on the opposite side of that coin where, they're kind of like mean and whatnot, where, Elizabeth is strong and, loyal and stuff like that, but she doesn't put up with stuff when she's
Mhm.
pushed over the edge. But yeah. So it's gonna be it. I'm glad I wanted to put her in the mix, you know?
Nice. Nice. Yeah. I mean, she makes a pretty deep run. I believe she gets fourth place, just coming up short.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to see Eliza making her return here.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay, next up, I'm picking someone from the sitcom season. I'm picking Rochelle, who from Everybody Hates Chris. She does have a big idol play and wins in the immunity, basically making her the biggest target of the season at Final Seven. Uh, Pretty much meaning she have to win out, which she ends up not doing. But I think the her big moves, at that stage of the game, at least proves that she's willing to play the game. She wants to take swings, which I always enjoy.
Oh yeah. And like I said before, she is a, very strong woman. She doesn't put up with
Yeah,
anyone's crap.
yeah,
Like like even if it's like to her own, even if it hinders her, like, she will quit a job left and right. She's like, no, my man has two jobs, even though it would be nice if she kept a job
yeah,
and helped out with their financial troubles. She's like, no, screw this. I'm not going to work with you. I have a husband that works too,
yeah.
that whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. Which I think is something that can easily make you a target on Survivor. If you're not willing to go out there to get the extra firewood or make the rice every now and then, that is
Yeah.
definitely something that could come back
She
and bite her.
Next time she's voted off, she's like, I don't need $1 million. My man has two jobs.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Well, we'll see how Rochelle does. Maybe she'll find more idols, win immunity. But yeah, that's my third pick here.
All right. Next up for me, I'm gonna go back to the sitcom. We have George Costanza, the winner of it.
Yeah,
He deserves it. We finally have a Seinfeld character that does good, and George Costanza, he's so much fun. I could see him being kind of Tina in the sense where he comes back, he thinks he's hot shit now. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, Survivor. It was easy for me. And then first time he loses, he's like, what? No, but I won. I'm good at this game. I'm good at this game. I know it.
yeah. I actually think George is gonna have a very tough time this go. It feels like he stumbled backwards a little bit to get himself that win, and now he's gonna have just so much confidence. He's gonna think he is now one of the best players, and he's gonna let people know that, which is not going to be a good strategy.
This man. Yeah, he's gonna talk himself out of the game,
Yeah,
especially because like now you're playing in the same season as Regina, Parv, and Yuichi, and then also I'm pretty sure you're gonna choose yourself. probably me. And
Yeah,
I have like there's well actually out of all the legacy people that didn't originate from this one, I think we listed pretty much most of them except maybe one or two. But like yeah, like
yeah,
I think George has his money cut out for him this time. It's not gonna be as easy as sitcom, though
yeah.
sitcom wasn't easy.
Yeah, sitcom was definitely, I think that, there's a lot of good players of that, but yeah, that's definitely going to be a higher caliber that you can't. And now George is someone who is coming in with a bit more of a reputation than he was in sitcom, so he can't just kind of fly by and make it to the end and then rely on a social.
No, he can't. No, he cannot.
Yeah. Okay, nice pick there. I'm going to the Musical Madness season, and I am picking Alfred Hacker. That's right.
Yeah.
In the season, it was pretty much at some points, him and Maui versus the world. It felt like those two were being targeted. But they managed to kind of team up together, get those idol plays, win some immunities, and managed to both make it to the end. But because they both made it to the end, they split votes and lose the game.
Man.
So I'm probably only going to be bringing one of them here. So this is a chance for at least Packer here to try to differentiate himself and get to the
I mean,
end on his own merit.
yeah, I mean, and he made it pretty far too. Like,
Yeah,
there was a big chunk of him like this man is probably gonna win this thing.
yeah,
But I mean, Phantom pulled out just ahead and whatnot. I mean, he's Phantom, so like, you
mhm,
know. But yeah, I mean, Packer was good. I was like surprised. I was like, what, this guy?
yeah.
But yeah, he did it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I want to see Packer make another go here. He's from Cannibal the Musical. Still love it. If you haven't watched Cannibal the Musical, go do it. Great. But yeah, we'll see how Packer does on a returning season with a lot of great players.
All right, we shall see. Next up for me, I'm going to pick from our YouTube duos, Morgan Wants. In
Okay.
a season where, our females were vastly underrepresented, she makes it to the end. And she, you know, I feel like in some regards she could have won, but like, I feel a lot was going also getting rid of your SO might have hindered your chances and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then also, Anthony played such a great game that it's hard. It was like really hard to compare to that. Plus, you had you also on that final three, so like it was already kind of like stacked.
Yeah, it was a tough final three to really get through.
Yeah,
No real fault for her coming up just a little short there. Yeah, I think this is a good pick. I definitely expected you to bring Morgan here. I want to see what else she's got here.
yeah.
Nice.
All right, it's your turn.
Yeah, speaking of final three participants, I feel like I gotta bring the female who wins four immunities on YouTuber duos, and that is Aki Dearest. Aki,
Yes.
who really, I in like the end game, I think really came into her own, and like at some point she was like the number third in like the ranking
Yeah.
of Anthony, me, and her. But because of how low she just ends up playing the end game, it does skyrocket her to the second spot, just not quite able to get to Anthony, which I mean, maybe even could have been Anthony, but the fact is that there was a tie and I had to decide on which one to go. And I was aligned with Anthony. It
Yeah.
kind of gave Anthony the win there. So it really is like it's one of those who really deserves the win. Like almost in that Dominic Abate, Wendell Hollins, like you can make a real case for either of them making the win. And I think she's really in that boat where she was so close. She really had it in her grasp. She had a game that could have won.
Yeah. And like, yeah. Um, and I think one of the best things about her story was kind of like what we said, the rocky start and then pushing through, never giving up, and then bringing
Yeah,
it all in that
yeah,
end for.
yeah. And she's married to the anime man who you absolutely hate.
He's the anime. It's the people are like, oh, mainstream is trash because it's mainstream. Those people irritate me.
Yeah,
Um,
he likes Jujutsu Kaisen.
do what?
Yeah, he likes Jujutsu Kaisen.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Jujutsu Kaisen, you know that
Oh,
anime? Yeah, yeah, he likes
no,
that
no.
one. Yeah,
All right. Okay. So even there are some things that he knows.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But he doesn't like Demon Slayer, Naruto.
How can you not? I understand Naruto to an extent, but Demon Slayer
Yeah,
is the I don't care if you even you're not into blood, guts, or any of that stuff. Like, the animation alone, especially in the later, well, there's only been 3 seasons.
yeah,
Well, 3.5/3 in a movie. It's weird how they did that one, even
yeah,
though like I digress. But like like that show is just amazing all around. Anywho, also one thing I also want to give to Akidiris is that she was also there was only 2 people that were in the merge when the merge happened that weren't in a duo, and she was one of those people. Everyone
yeah,
else, except for her and one other person, had someone.
yeah,
She was going in solo, and she still made it so far and almost won.
yeah, yeah. Impressive.
Yeah. All right. Next up for the guys. Because I brought Morgan once, I already knew that I had to bring Nathan Shark because they've
Mhm.
made it far. Um, and then, yeah, I feel like because of their history in life and in this game, I had to bring him.
Uh-huh. Nice, nice. Honestly, this is a surprising one for me. I didn't expect you to bring Nate here. I thought at least in terms of pick order, you would have picked Anthony Padilla first.
I mean, it's one of those things where also like I'm gonna leave him a bit on the table. I didn't want to like crowd because there's gonna be a lot of winners this season, and I didn't
Mhm.
want to just make it an automatic default to be like, oh, this person's a winner, this person's a winner, this person winner. I want to, diversify it a little bit when it comes to that regard. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, Nathan
Okay.
Sharp.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Okay. I think I am going to now pick someone from the sitcom season. And I'm going to bring Abed Nadir.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, he runner up of the season, plays a bit of the under the radar game, but I think he really was just he knew how all the sitcom people were going to be acting. Because he just had seen every sitcom. He knew exactly what everyone was going to do. He was able to always kind of position himself in the right side. It's just that kind of game is hard sometimes to show off on a jury. So I think it's maybe one of the ones that on a rewatch can be seen a lot more than the first time kind of being there for it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely will want to see him now with other people who aren't on the sitcom. Like let's see how he's able to interact with people like actual people.
Yeah. Um, I feel like Abed, he always has this lovable, endearing thing.
Mhm.
And like, I feel like Abed could be worked, but at the same time, like he could also be seeing the bigger picture of everything
Yeah,
at the same time. So like, he's a complex individual. So like, he had to come back. He definitely had to come back.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was also the furthest of my guys. I think the next furthest guy was Larry David at ninth place. So it was a big difference.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Now next up, we only have well, we have 2 spots for each gender left.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use one of them for Catherine Newton because she came back,
Wow.
made it to the, and now that she's in the mix of everything, I feel like she just has to, you know.
this definitely reminds me of like All Star one or two of Catherine Newton because of how well you liked her. That alone pushes her
I
up in the
mean,
All
it's one of
Stars.
those things where it's like five, in a sense, could be like a reboot of
Mhm.
one, but a soft reboot that isn't like a
Yeah,
total reboot. It's going to be like the Force Awakens of
yeah,
her Brantsteele seasons. Not, I did like Last Jedi, but not Rise of Skywalker.
yeah.
So, like, we're just going to settle with Force Awakens, even if it's similar, it's different, and it has a lot of cool shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see how Catherine Newton does here. If she's just going to kind of play it under the radar again, or make some moves, which got her a win for All Stars 4. So
Oh, yeah. The iconic window scene.
yep. One of
Never
the
forget.
biggest. You were almost at your lowest of low, and then
I
suddenly you're
pulled
at
a
your highest
I
high.
pulled a Seto Kaiba right there. I'm
Yeah.
like,
uh, okay. Well, let's see. Who do I want to pick next? Um, I am going to pick, I will say picking a bit off of name value, made a deep run, but I think her name value alone is kind of what I'm bringing here. And that is the other two-time winner, Junko Enoshima, who does make it, to fifth place in her season of the best of. Uh,
yeah,
but yeah, I mean, she yet again loses compared to Regina and Carmody. Every time that she has been on a season with those two, she has performed worse than them.
I mean it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
Now we're having all these two-time winners in this season. The only one that isn't eligible even is Wednesday.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I feel Junko was definitely someone that was probably going to come back. I feel like unless she gets out like pre-merge this time around, I don't see her falling into the wayside.
yeah,
I mean, it does happen with some older contestants and whatnot. Eventually, the more you play, one of these times you're gonna play
yeah,
shittily.
yeah,
But yeah. All right. Next up for eight, we have two male contestants left. It is number eight, so I
yeah.
cannot choose myself on that one.
You know, I think this is the perfect time.
Hell no. I am not I am not gonna do that at all. So, with that being said, I know we got a lot of people from sitcom, but I really like this guy. I'm gonna go with Michael Kyle Sr.
Yeah.
Cool character. Yeah, he wasn't as big as like, Costanza or um, Dwight,
Wyatt.
but he definitely played a great game and he made it pretty far.
Mhm. Nice, nice. Yeah, I can see him making this list. I give it the Joe King approved.
Very good, very
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So my next guy who I'm going to bring here, um, I am going to go with another musical person. I think a bit of the underdog of the season, also going out in fifth place. I'm bringing Michael Mell from Be More Chill. I think has a pretty solid run, but just couldn't get over the Packer Malley kind of
Yeah.
coalition that ends up happening. Like I think he was in a good position. It was just he was just on the alliance that he could not take out those two. And
Oh, yeah.
because of that, he ends up being one of the targets to go out to make room for them to make it.
Yeah, I think he was definitely like an interesting contestant. You were
Mm-hmm.
definitely, yeah, I think underdog just describes this guy best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he's back again. It's funny. I don't know if you ever know Daryl Jim Diaz, or he also does like headshots and whatnot. He
Got
went to
yeah. I know the name, but I don't know him like him as a person.
yeah, but he recently posted him doing the bathroom song, which
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
man. Who knows?
It's a great song.
That was literally today, so that could actually bode very well for Ike. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Michael is definitely someone who yeah, if you're looking at all these winners, sometimes the jury might not want to award a winner
Yeah.
a win.
Oh wait,
He can
Michael, my bad. I said
yeah,
Ike.
yeah.
I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. But yeah, maybe they don't want to award the winners the win again. So maybe that could be a strategy. Go to the end as the underdog with say a Parvati Regina and
Mhm.
pitch do we really want to give them a win again?
Exactly. And I think, that's always the tricky thing with these two-time winners, bring them back. It's like sometimes we also want to save the epicness because of we want to make sure that when we get our first three-time winners, because I do feel like, especially since
It's
we've keep on bringing back winners for this
yeah,
series, it's bound to like happen. Not a
yeah.
bad thing at all, but I feel like we're on the cusp of it happening.
I think we're pretty close, especially since I know we were in the talks of having another winners at war. And the more times we get these two-time winners,
Yeah.
it is increasing the odds of a three-time winner for that season.
And so far on this list, we have how many winners that aren't two-time winners? One, two, three, four. I think we have like three or four winners on here, and then we have the two-time winners, which is we're basically gonna have like half a cast of winners.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah. Um, yeah. So yeah, we'll see how Mike, the underdog of all of this, fares well.
Yeah.
All right. Now for my last lady. I'm just gonna ask, are you gonna pick Makima? Because I haven't heard her name.
I actually wasn't planning on
Then I have to bring Makima. I feel
it.
like
Okay.
she just has to. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
she and Yuichi, they're like, I don't know who's assigned who, but I think that Makima is Loomis and Yuichi is Michael Myers. It's just like,
Uh-huh.
she has this obsession with finally beating this guy and
Yeah.
having a win over. So yeah, I
Yeah.
had to, yeah, I put her down as like something where I'm like, for whatever reason, if Joe doesn't want to bring her, I feel like I had to.
Okay,
She's the one
nice.
main mean girl that we've always expected to be like the new Regina, the new Junko, the
Yeah.
new, Parv.
Yeah.
But
She's
she has
had
not quite.
Yeah, it's been a weird trajectory of like she had a great performance, but came up just short, then kind of fizzled out, back to great performance, down. Like it's just kind of been this weird up and down roller coaster for Makima. Yeah, I thought about it. She was like an alternate. I wasn't going to be into. She didn't make my top five. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would have then probably have brought her back for the next Last Chance season again
Yeah,
later down the line, just because she is a big name. But yeah, I think this is good though that you picked her because this can separate her from Yuichi. They can be on their own for a little bit, and
yeah.
then at some point they can go to war at the merge, hopefully.
We'll see. We will see.
Nice, nice. Okay. Well, my final person here, I'm going back to the sitcom season for final female person. Um, and I'm bringing Constance Carmel, who, comes up just short, is able to find an
Yeah,
idol, makes, I think, is a bit of an aloof player. Like, it feels like she was going to her own drum. She was doing whatever she wanted.
yeah,
She wasn't going to listen to anyone out there. She was like, I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna do what I want, and if you don't like it, whatever.
yeah. And I'm assuming when she had that fire making challenge, when they were telling her prep, she was even like, just goofing around. I was like, oh no, no, no,
uh,
there's gonna be a burner there, and then I'll be
yeah.
good.
Yeah. She thought she was getting matches.
Yeah. And then they were like, no. No, caramel. That's not how that works. And like, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to see her make another go here. Potentially fun femur booth is maybe where I'm seeing her on the season. I could see her just try to be off on her own for a little bit, doing some weird stuff, and then take the axes in like episode 4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, last
Okay.
but not least, we both have one guy left to choose.
Yeah, I know who I'm picking. I'm curious to see if you have decided on who you're picking here.
I've been voted off pre-merge before. It happens. At the end, I could always choose myself for last chance. Fuck it.
Well, you
Let's
can't
do it.
because you already won. So
Oh wait, yeah.
yeah,
You know, there's always the potential winners at war. We'll see.
yeah, yeah.
Ryan Wayne.
You're picking Ryan. Let's go. I'll just get mine out of the way too. I'm picking Joe King.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, look at that. Nice. Well, we are going to be making our goes again here. We'll see how it pans out.
3 in a row for me.
Yeah, yeah. You are just going back to back to back.
I feel like Taika Waititi. I keep putting myself in these
Yeah.
things.
Well, I guess it was oh no, yeah, yeah, we were in these two. Yeah, yeah, that is literally 3 in a row. That is crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, in some ways, you as well, but through Joe the Angel.
Yeah, yeah. My an alter ego came for one of them.
All right. So if we roll down the list on my side, and yes, I'm using a flashcard because that's the closest paper I have. Regina George, Dwight Schrute, Elizabeth Schuyler, George Costanza, Morgan Wants, Nathan Sharp, Catherine Newton, Michael Kyle Jr., Makima, and myself, Ryan Wayne.
I'll make the quick little correction. It was Michael House Senior, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, senior.
Yeah,
Junior, because it's like he's never really referred to as Michael Kyle Senior. It's
yeah.
just his son that's referred to as Junior a
As
lot, and
Junior.
his grandson as Junior,
Yeah,
um, at times. But
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, my list is Poverty Shallow, Yuichi Katagiri, Rochelle, Alfred Packer, Aki Beerus, Abed Nadir, Junko Enoshima, Michael Mell, Constance Carmel, and Joe King.
All right. I'm nervous.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that does it here for our draft. I'm gonna go make this real quick. We'll be back on in about 20 minutes here on our side, but it'll only be like a second here for you guys.
Oh yeah. See ya in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, here we
One.
are. We
What?
wait, what's up?
One. No, I
What?
was like three,
Oh,
two, one.
yeah. It was I already forgot about that because it was a little over 20 minutes ago. But yeah, yeah,
And
here
then
we
I
go.
also put on a different shirt, so
Yeah.
my work shirt was getting too hot. Which is funny because we were both wearing our work shirts.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I saw you were wearing
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
got my AMDA. I'm doing the summer program here at my college.
So if
So
you
yeah,
people want to stalk Joe,
you know where to find me. Oh boy, that's I would hope no one's in the LA area.
well, me, yeah, I don't know. Uh, we'll see. There's only one way to find out, Joe.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see if any stalking happens. But I trust our fans wouldn't go to such extremes as some of the stalking stories I've heard. So
I mean, people have recognized me at work. I'm sure if they posted, and some people, you know, they have a window while I'm still there. If
mhm.
people want to go, if people want to pay money just to see me in one random spot, if I'm even there,
Yeah,
be my guest. To
yeah.
each their own.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, where I'm at, there's literally security, so it's a lot harder to get into where I'm at.
Yeah, yeah. But still,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
determined find a way.
Yeah. Well, here we are. We already have talked about everyone, so we can go straight into it. We're using Ghost Island here, so
Oh,
it's a fun one. This is the first one that Regina did to become a legend on her channel, was on this simulation. So
yes, you
uh
did.
I'm excited. I think this is a good one. So let's just hop straight into it. Parvati is chosen as the leader for the Malolo tribe. Michael is chosen as the leader for the Navidi.
I like
Uh,
this picture you chose. It was like, oh, damn.
yeah.
Very
uh,
nice.
yes, yes. Okay, so Rochelle and Abed compete for the Malolo tribe as runner and puzzle solver. And Nate wants to battle and Eliza compete for the Navidi tribe. And Michael forfeits the challenge, giving the win to the Malolo tribe.
Who chose this guy?
Yeah, they win a massive shelter building kit, and they also win 20 eggs and flints. Okay, no alliances on either tribe. Who wins immunity? Ah, but the
All
Navidi
right.
tribe wins immunity.
Very good.
And
Very
they're
good.
sending Yuichi to Ghost.
No! These fucking morons.
Oh my God, Yuichi already getting a chance. He does wager his vote and wins the secret advantage, the legacy advantage.
All right. That one's usually cursed, so
Yeah,
have
yeah,
it.
it's not the greatest thing, yeah, for him to get. Aki and Rochelle find something in common.
What?
I don't know, but they made an alliance off of it.
These are like probably the two most different people you could possibly put in the same room.
Actually, you know what? I think they're probably talking about having to put some discipline into their man.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah. And pack a rest at camp for energy. So that's all we got is a duo that was formed, and Alfred Packer is sleeping.
All right. Let's
As
see.
Michael finds the idol.
Good for him. Good for him.
Okay, okay. Regina. Oh, Regina has the legacy advantage.
Oh, so
Oh, I guess you
they
actually got to give it to someone.
Oh, so that's even worse because he doesn't have anything.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that is what happened, right? 'Cause this was the Jacob Derwin found it and had to give it away.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's this could be putting a
That's
target on Regina.
yeah. Eliza and Catherine have a minor disagreement,
Oh dear.
and you're impressing the rest of the team.
Okay, I got nervous.
An episode one medevac would have been crazy.
I am not being patted.
Yeah.
I am not. No, no Pat Sajak.
Okay. Well, Yuichi can't get voted out because he is on Ghost Island, so it's got to be someone else.
Uh, I'm gonna say either Abed or Alfred.
I'm going. I'm gonna say, yeah. I think Packer is definitely going to be in the mix. I would also, I could see Constance being a first boost.
Yeah,
I don't know how much she's adding to the tribe.
she's a little sweetness, a little.
Yeah. Okay. First vote goes to Michael.
Oh no.
Second vote goes to Constance. Third vote goes to Michael. Fourth vote goes to Constance. Fifth vote goes to Michael. Sixth vote goes to Michael. Seventh vote goes to Constance. Eighth vote goes to Constance. One vote left.
Oh no.
And
You
Constance
called it.
is voted out. That was a close one, though. I did not think it was going to be that close.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for a first one, we like it a little close just so we can
Yeah.
keep people in suspense.
Yeah, yeah. It won't be too much of a begonging if this tribe does go back to back to back. So Aki, Michael, Packer, Parvati, and Rochelle voted Constance, Abed, Constance, Joe, and Junko voted Michael. So I'm on
Uh,
the out.
you know, on paper, but when Yuichi comes back, could mix things up.
Yeah, yeah. That is now a new thing being added to this equation.
Yeah.
Okay. There. Okay. Who wins immunity? The Malolo tribe wins immunity. They also win chairs, pillows, blankets, and a washboard. And they are going to send Makima to Ghost Island.
All the Series 4 people just, yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
just save the Series 4 people. That's I think that was Yuichi and Makima's plan is try to convince to keep them around. But there is no secret advantage there.
No.
And Alfred Packer, after resting, has found the energy to
It was
find
right
the hidden immunity idol.
it was right underneath the little bundle of leaves he found to make the thing. It was like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Junko and Michael find something in common.
Games.
Yeah, yeah. Abed and Joe find something in common. I feel like I would relate a lot to Abed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Abed has a major meltdown after he freaks out after realizing he's similar to me.
Things were getting too meta for him.
Yeah. And a new alliance forms between Aki, Alfred, and Parvati.
All right. Very cool.
Okay, George and Michael bond slightly.
Okay.
Morgan and Nate wants to battle have a major fight.
Oh God.
Now, I will say I did look this up afterwards. They are no longer together.
Oh, my bad, people.
Yeah, so they
This is what
are,
happens when I make a list from knowledge from 2015.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, now that they're not kind of binded by a duo, I think they are not looking to play together.
So I'm just gonna say also because I don't want it to be me or anyone else, one of those two.
Yeah, I think that's what we're probably getting here. Okay, first vote goes to Eliza. Second vote goes to Nate. Third vote goes to Eliza. Fourth vote goes to Eliza. Fifth vote goes to Nate. Sixth vote goes to Nate. Seventh vote goes to Michael.
No.
Eighth vote goes to Eliza. One vote left. And
Oh,
Eliza
dang.
is voted out.
Dang.
Surprisingly, um, yeah, Catherine completely not knowing what's going on in the game.
What you doing?
So Eliza, Morgan, and Regina voted Nate, and then
Dang.
Dwight, George, Michael, Nate, and Ryan voted Eliza. Okay.
All right. It is tied, but things are gonna switch a little bit.
Yep, yep. Let's see what the new tribes look like. Okay, we got Aki, Packer, Dwight, George, Joe, Junko, Michael, Parvati, and Ryan on the
We're on,
Malolo tribe.
we're on the same team.
Yeah, I feel like we
Nice.
I feel like we get slumped to the same team quite a bit.
It's because that Brantsteele knows.
Yeah. Okay, and the new Navidi tribe is Abed, Catherine, Makima, Michael, Morgan, Nathan, Regina, Rochelle, and Yuichi.
I want this one to go a lot, but unfortunately, it also has Catherine and Regina.
Yeah, but hey, they have the majority over here, so
True.
potentially, but also Makima's got maybe a relationship with Yuichi that
Maybe.
could be bad. So, um, yeah. Whereas, yeah, so it's the Malolo tribe, the original Malolo tribe, have the numbers on this tribe, and original Navidi have the numbers on their tribe. So
I will say another thing too. The Malolo tribe also has both idols.
true. Yeah, yeah. So this is definitely could be a dangerous tribal if this does go.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see who wins immunity. And the Navidi tribe wins immunity. We're going, Ryan.
No, I hate.
Um, and Aki is going to Ghost Island. Will not be at tribal council. That now makes it an even 4-4 split for the numbers.
I don't like this. If I
Okay.
don't make it to merge, this may be the last time I ever do this. It's so stressful.
Well, Junko and Parvati are talking about how great it is to be a two-time winner.
Yeah.
Packer and Dwight have a small fight. Yeah, I can see them not getting along. And Parvati leaves the alliance with Augie and Packer.
Interesting.
And a new alliance forms between Dwight, Michael, and Ryan.
All right. It's gonna be I don't know, just some guys.
Is that the name of the alliance? Just some
Just some
guys.
guys. And
Okay.
I'm all for it. I'm like, okay, seven. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just some
you're
guys.
you're super into it, and they're like, okay. I mean, maybe we worked off the name a little bit, but
Yeah, Mike would be like, what? Slaps me upside my head and was like, like all the names you could have come up with, that's the one you landed on.
okay, Morgan and Rochelle find something in common.
Very nice.
Morgan and Nate wants to battle have a small fight.
That's just their arc this time around.
Yeah. A new alliance forms between Morgan, Regina, and Rochelle.
Oh, the plastics.
Yeah, the new plastic.
New plastics.
And Michael rests at camp to restore his energy.
All right, I'm hoping the just some guys and you can make it through this.
Yeah. I wonder.
I
Yeah,
think
I,
we need
I
to take it. We need to take down a queen. There's
yeah,
only two. They're defenseless.
they were just they just spent their entire time talking about how great it was to be a two-time winner. I think this is the time to hit them.
I'm nervous,
um, and just off of how well they do, I would say Junko is the most in danger.
probably. Does anyone want to use it on me?
No
No.
one used anything. First votes go with the Packer. Second vote goes to Junko. Third vote goes to the Packer. Fourth vote goes to Junko. Fifth vote goes to Packer. Sixth vote goes to the Junko. Seventh vote goes to Junko. Junko has
No
been voted
way,
out in the pre-merge.
dude.
Wow.
I'm guessing the just some guys alliance.
Yeah, and you pulled me in too.
Yeah,
With Packers.
just some guys with Joe and Packer. That
Yeah.
sounds like a podcast right there. Just
Yeah,
some
that
guys.
is. Oh boy. Well,
Shout out, Joe actually has a podcast.
yeah. Yeah. Pod is dead. If you want to listen to another podcast of us just talking about really dark things. Well, this is I'm glad it worked out for us as Lions, but I also am kind of hoping to see the just some guy Lions to fall and get replaced with another power Lion.
No, just some guys for the
Uh,
win. You know,
yeah,
there's only two women on here. I'm a feminist and all like that, but I feel like, we need to team up together in order to make the jury.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. Go to reward challenge. And the Navidi tribe wins reward. They win peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with ice cold milk. And they send Packer to Ghost Island. And he does not wager his vote, does not want to play.
Come on, just some guys.
And the Malolo tribe wins immunity. Okay, well that keeps poverty also in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, Dwight and George have a small fight. Okay, well,
They're like, it's like, I won that season. I'm like, you won
yeah,
because you were, no one good was left. It's like,
yeah.
that's not true.
Packers impress the rest of the team. That's that. Abed and Nate want the battle have a major fight.
But Nate's just like,
He
not his
wants to go
season.
home.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
no, I don't want to play another season with my ex.
yeah. And apparently Yuichi is impressing the rest of the team, so they like Yuichi over here.
I think Nate has to go.
Yeah, even though they have the numbers, I just don't think that people like obviously Morgan's going to be voting Nate. So
Yeah. Nate wants to battle with everyone on the tribe, and
yeah,
it's going to get him voted off.
yeah, yeah. Let's see what happens here. First vote goes to Nate. Second vote goes to Nate. Third vote goes to Michael. Fourth vote goes to Nate.
Oh,
Fifth
that's,
vote
yeah.
goes to Nate. Yeah, just everyone. It was a unanimous, just easy
Bye.
vote.
Just bye.
Yeah, they don't even have to think about it.
Oh
Oh, that's what happens when you literally fight half of your tribe.
my God. All right. We just have to get through three more eliminations, man.
Yeah,
Just us and some guys.
just some guys.
Oh, and
Okay.
the plastics versus the. Oh
Oh
wait,
my
we win.
God.
Oh no, they win reward.
Yeah, they win reward. They win coffee and pastries, and they're sending Packer back to Ghost Island with nothing.
Come on, let's win immunity.
And
Just
just
some
some
guy.
guy. Oh my God.
All right. Oh my God, it's just some guys versus the mean girls.
Yeah, yeah. Somehow that's worked out like that. Dwight has a major meltdown. He can't bear the fact that he's a part of just some guy's group.
Dwight. The genius is in the simplicity of the name.
uh, Catherine and Makima have a small fight.
Oh no.
Michael has a major meltdown.
Well, I mean, yeah, he keeps getting votes.
Yeah. Catherine and Morgan find something in common as a new alliance forms between Ahmed, Catherine, Makima, Morgan, Regina, and Yuichi.
Oh, this does not look well for Michael.
Yeah, this is definitely not great for Michael.
I'm gonna have to say him because, like, ooh, yeah, it's Michael.
Mhm.
Everyone else is in an alliance with Regina.
Yeah.
He's the only one that isn't.
Okay. First vote goes to Catherine.
You better not.
Second one goes to Rochelle. Third vote goes to Michael. Fourth vote goes to Michael. Fifth vote goes to Michael. And Michael is voted out.
A little bad.
Yeah, I mean, Catherine yet again, not knowing what's
Not on
going
it.
on. Yeah,
Man, Michael, you know, he was just a guy who,
should have been on the just some guys team.
yeah, I think tribe chemistry really screwed him over here. I don't even think he was a bad player. It's just like, other than
Yeah,
Abed, where is his in?
yeah,
And the mean girls already got to him.
yeah. This is not looking good for Ovid and Yuichi here. Even though Catherine's not voting correctly, I think that they don't even. I think the rest of the Mean Girls are just looking at her as a non-factor right now.
Oh no, is she the Karen?
Oh, I think she is. I think she's. I think Regina has turned her into Karen.
Oh,
Okay, new tribe tier.
come
We're
on, just some
changing
guys.
chemistry. Okay, Aki, George, Joe, Makima, and Michael.
But just
Uh,
some guys. We're all split up.
Yeah, not looking good for the guys here. As the new Navidi tribe is Abed, Packer, Dwight, Regina, and Rochelle. And the new Yanuya tribe is Catherine, Morgan, Harvey, Ryan, and Yuichi.
This scares me very deeply.
Yeah, you're in there with Yuichi and
Yeah,
Harvey, but you're with
and
Catherine.
Catherine doesn't like me like that.
Yeah, well, Catherine's also turned into Karen, so she's probably honestly Regina's probably totally changed her. She is not the Catherine that has played
No.
previous games.
And then Moria's probably mad at me, reminding of the breakup and everything for choosing her to come.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
definitely looking a bit rough here. Let's see. Nothing here. There is an idol though for potential grab.
that there is.
Okay, but who's winning immunity? Okay, the
Ooh,
Yanuya
okay.
tribe wins immunity, and the Nabi tribe, that means my tribe, is
No.
going.
Oh no. Not
Okay.
only you, but one of the just some guys.
Yeah, the just some guys. Okay. Makima and Michael have a major fight.
No.
Okay. That's good for me. Michael can play his idol. Not looking good for Makima though.
No. Come on,
Okay.
Ryan, find the idol.
Packer and Dwight find something in common.
Good for them.
Packer and Rochelle have a minor disagreement. And then Rochelle rests the camp to restore her energy.
Ryan, find the idol.
Catherine and Morgan have a minor disagreement. And that alliance dissolved, that major alliance.
Dang, they were the glue.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say Makima.
I'm gonna say Aki.
Okay. Michael uses the idol on me.
Good job. Because
Okay.
you're just some guy just like us.
Yeah, I'm like an unofficial member of that alliance, honestly.
Yeah,
First vote, goes to Joe does not count. Second vote, goes to Joe does not count.
very good.
Third vote goes to George.
Oh no, George.
And George is voted out. Idol was not needed.
And he's like, unbelievable. I
He
wasn't even
was,
idled out. I wasn't even idled out the wrong way.
man, I mean,
Yeah, you're
they,
flattered though.
yeah, I'm glad that Michael was going to protect me, but we lost another guy. Just some guy went out.
Well, I mean, George, he was a he wasn't really just some guy, you know. It's
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it was definitely a case of his. I think he thought he was a great player, just how we were saying in the draft.
yeah,
I think he needed to play up the Makima Michael Cow view there instead of
yeah.
you know. But let's see what happens here. Hopefully, my tribe doesn't go again.
We just got to make that merge.
And Yuichi
Of
finds
fucking
it.
course. I hate this guy.
Oh my god. He just has an idol finder. I swear. He just has just a radar that just finds idols for him.
Good guy.
Okay. Yanuya tribe wins reward. They win a grill, chicken kebab, steaks, and spices. The V tribe wins reward. They win chicken kebabs. And they're sending Aki to Ghost Island. And she does wager her vote and wins the secret advantage, which is an extra vote.
All right, come on.
And the Navidi tribe wins immunity, and the
Oh no.
Yanuya tribe wins.
You got this, Joe. You got Michael on your side. You have the numbers.
Yeah, yeah, it's scary. Aki has an
I am.
extra vote now.
And Aki was even on your side.
Okay, okay. Aki's bonding strongly with me. Okay, I should be safe. No events occurred. Morgan has a major meltdown. Ryan has a major meltdown.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you're still in the game though.
I'm worried about you.
Yeah,
All right. So it
so
has to be Makima here.
yeah, we got to take out Makima or Michael Senior.
I don't know. No, he's just some guy. He can't go.
Okay, first vote goes to Michael. Second vote goes to Michael.
No.
Third vote goes to Aki. And Michael Kyle Sr. The Just Some Guys Alliance has crumbled.
Not crumbled. We still have Dwight and myself.
Yeah, I will. Just two guys.
Just, just some two guys.
Okay, well, I'm glad to have made the merge.
We
'Cause,
made a merge. We made it to jury.
yeah, okay, let's do an assessment of the game so far.
All right. I don't trust Yuichi. I think Regina is actually playing the best game right now. I think her
Mhm,
social game is pretty on point. She has her plastics.
mhm,
Um, let's see. I think Packer is someone to not underestimate. And I feel like now that we're in this new phase, it's anyone's game really. I feel Morgan is definitely going at it strong. I think
mhm.
Aki kind of a similar lane. Maybe she was overlooked this time around, and that's why they keep sending her. So I feel like she's definitely a threat as well. And
Yeah,
then there's us two bozos who have played this game so many times that, you know,
yeah, yeah. Who knows what could happen with us?
I will say too, Junko is the only two-time winner to not make it.
Yeah, yeah. That was a shocking elimination, I have to say.
Yeah,
Like that was taking a swing at a big player at the first chance they got.
yeah.
Okay, let's go. Joe is on Ghost Island, and I apparently am not wagering my votes. Oh, but I have a
Wuss,
temporary. I'm good for one item so I'm good for the merge.
wuss.
Yeah, so I just said, hey, I'm fine just not being the first jury member. Who wins first individual immunity?
Me.
Packer
No. God.
wins immunity. And Morgan finds
Oh
the
no.
Lolita tribe hidden immunity idol. Okay. Abed and Regina bond strongly. That is interesting.
She's using you, man.
Yeah. And Catherine and Ryan bond slightly. Okay.
All
You,
right.
you can convince Catherine to not be a Karen.
All right. Yeah. She was like, all right, so we're gonna vote right this time. She's like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. We know it can't be Packer. We know, I mean, I'm probably playing it for myself.
Yeah.
Um,
We
uh,
need to get rid of Yuichi.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Yuichi is a huge threat. Now the question is, do they think that? Um, I I'm not sure honestly where this goes.
I don't think because everything has been so jumbled
Yeah.
and like the one like alliance that was supposed to be six dissolved before it even came here. So
Hmm.
it's really tough to say where the numbers go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see here. And Joe uses the temporary idol. Any of those cast against Joe will not count. First votes. Goes to Joe does not count. Second vote goes to Joe does not count. Third vote goes to Joe does not count. Fourth vote goes to Joe does not count. Fifth vote goes to Joe does not count. Sixth vote goes to Joe does not count. Seventh vote goes
Wait
to Joe
correctly.
does not count. Eighth vote goes to Joe does not count.
Who did you vote for?
Ninth vote goes to Joe does not count.
I'm so nervous.
10th vote goes to Catherine. 11th vote goes to Catherine. And
It's okay.
oh boy.
To be
Well,
honest, we've gotten along much better on these simulations than Catherine and I had.
yeah,
It's all good.
yeah. Well, hey, I'm so glad I went to Ghost Island.
Yeah, saved your life.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how these votes went out. So, Abed, Dwight, Catherine, Makima, Morgan, Parvati, Regina, Rochelle, and you voted me. And Aki, Joe, Packer, and Luigi voted Catherine.
It's just where the numbers were going, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's first time Catherine was in the majority and an aisle gets played and she goes home.
It's sad. It's kind of like one of those. I've been watching a lot of Total Drama recently,
Uh,
and I'm like, it's like one of those things where that was like her little story arc for a while, and then
yeah.
she finally resolved it. She and I started to like, put our there was starting to be something, and then she was eliminated
Yeah.
because her story was complete.
Yeah, yeah. No need to continue her character.
No.
Okay, let's go to reward challenge. Group number one is Aki, Makima, Morgan, Parvati, Ryan, and Yuichi. Group number two is Ovid, Alfred, Dwight, Joking, Regina, and Rochelle. And group number one wins the war. They win a feast of tacos, burritos, quesadillas, and margaritas. And they can send one player from the losing group to Goose Island, and they're sending Ovid.
Interesting.
And nothing there, but let's see who
Ryan
wins
wins.
immunity.
Ryan wins.
Ryan wins
Yes.
immunity. You called it.
Well, I
Okay.
usually call myself, so usually,
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's got to work.
yeah. A broken clock is right twice a day,
Yeah.
unless it's digital and off. Then no.
Yeah. Morgan and Yuichi find something in common.
How about no? Do not give this man anything more.
Aki and Morgan bond slightly. Makima and Ryan bond slightly, and a new alliance forms between Abed, Dwight, Morgan, Regina, and Yuichi. This is
But
just some guys mixed with mean girls.
no, there is one just guy,
Yeah.
fucking Yuichi, and some mean girls, and Abed's also there.
I think Dwight has got a big head himself. I think he thinks that he's the most important and just some guy, and he is leaving you by the wayside.
No.
Harvey rest at camp. Okay. Well, at least you have immunity.
Yeah.
I don't
So
like my chances though, because I did just play an idol correctly.
yeah. I don't know, this new alliance. I mean, it did have Yuichi in it. I know, like, he voted with you. That could
Mhm.
pay favor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Parvati has been very silent a lot of this game. I'm gonna say Parv.
Okay. Um, just because I don't want to say it myself, I'm going to say Makima.
All right.
Okay. And Morgan uses the hidden immunity idol. First vote goes to Morgan, does not count. Second vote goes to Morgan, does not count. Third vote goes to Morgan, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Rochelle. Fifth vote goes to Packer. Sixth vote goes to Packer. Seventh vote goes to Rochelle. Eighth vote goes to Rochelle. Ninth vote goes to Rochelle.
Misplayed idol.
10th vote goes to Packer. 11th vote goes to Packer. 12th vote goes to Packer. And
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, there it goes. So there it
And he left
goes.
with an idol.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. So yeah, Packer not being able to use his idol here.
I guess he
Yeah,
really thought it was,
yeah,
Rochelle.
yeah. I didn't realize Aki used extra vote power until I was rating the votes.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so Aki, you terrible time to use it is early merge because
Yeah.
it's just not going to be super eventful. But let's see what happens here. So Abed, Makima, Morgan, Regina, Rochelle, and Yuichi voted Packer. Wyatt, Joe, Parvati, and Ryan voted Rochelle, and then both Akivo and Packer voted Morgan. So yeah,
Oh, so
Packer.
she really wasted
Yeah,
it.
yeah, she did not use it at all in a good way.
All right, this is our last one before the halfway point.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see who wins reward. Group number one is Abed, Jill, Morgan, Rochelle, and Yuichi. Group number two is Aki, Dwight, Makima, Regina, and Ryan. Harmony does not participate. And group number two wins reward. They win a helicopter flight to a bluff overlooking the island and a picnic lunch. And they're sending Morgan to Ghost
I don't
Island.
think that's a good idea.
Yeah. But she doesn't wager her vote. She doesn't want to play.
Ryan wins again. Ryan wins again. Okay.
Dwight wins immunity.
The other just some two.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yuichi
No,
five.
this is why we need to get rid of this guy. No one gets rid of him.
Always making these deep ass runs, finding idols. He hasn't won an immunity yet, but he can win immunity. Look at that. He literally has two idols now.
Am I having a major meltdown?
No, you're impressing the rest of the team.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm nervous. I
Yeah.
say Morgan misplayed an idol. Maybe her.
Yeah. I feel like you can just make the move on either Morgan, maybe even Aki. Aki also wasted
Yeah.
her advantage.
Or maybe like, take down Yuichi.
Yeah. I mean, but he's got two idols. That is a scary target.
I mean, yeah, but he wouldn't really expect it.
Yeah, I mean, we maybe. I mean, he's a very acute player. Like he can pick up on these things.
I know, but still.
First vote goes to Makima. Second vote goes to Aki. Third vote goes to Makima. Fourth vote goes to Aki. Fifth vote goes to Makima. Sixth vote goes to Makima. Seventh vote goes to Aki. Eighth vote goes to Makima.
Doesn't look
And
good.
Makima is voted out.
All right. Well, we made it to the halfway mark. That's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. How did these votes go out? Ovid, Aki, Joe, Morgan, Harmony, Regina, Rochelle, and Yuichi voted Makima. So Yuichi saying screw Series 4.
Oh no.
And
Just
Dwight
some
Makima.
guys.
Yeah, it's just some guys against the world now.
Oh no. Because I wasn't in the on the last votes either, so I'm like,
Yeah,
uh-oh.
yeah, you're really in some trouble. But yeah, this is the double tribal council though. So depending on how it goes, it might shape out good for you.
You never know. I mean, my bad luck's number 8, so I won't be
Yeah,
eliminated until then.
yeah,
Uh, all right. So little assessment. Yuichi, he's too much of a threat. I think Regina is also a pretty big threat. I think you're a big threat in the sense of like, okay, you are you know how to navigate this game, and also usually you either go out early or pre-merge, or you make it to the end.
yeah, yeah. If you let me get too far, it's pretty hard to take me out.
Yeah, I think Dwight's playing a pretty good game. I'm around. Yeah, that's my assessment.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how just some guys do because you guys are definitely, I think, facing the rest of us right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who wins immunity. Ryan wins immunity for the first group.
Oh, yeah, things get divided here.
Yeah. And Dwight, just
Just
some
some guys.
guys.
We're not
That
just some guys. We're just some guys that won immunity.
that is so good for you guys because yeah,
Oh, I make it to 8.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. So we'll still have to see how that turns out for you. But Morgan works hard at camp and becomes tired. That's all that's happened there.
Take out
And
Yuichi.
Abed and Joe have a minor disagreement.
No.
And Abed and Rochelle find something in common. And Dwight leaves this alliance. He is all in now on the just some guys.
Just some guys. All right. Oh, it's just me and a bunch of pretty ladies.
Yep.
I'd say actually I love her, but I need to take out Regina right here.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a good time to do it. But I'm gonna say we're losing Aki here.
Probably. But
Yeah,
man, this would be the time to get rid of Regina or Parv.
yeah,
They're right there. They're vulnerable.
yep. No way for them to save themselves here. First vote goes to Aki. Second vote goes to Parvati. Third vote goes to Parvati. Fourth vote goes to Aki. One vote left.
Come on. Parv, Parv, Parv.
Parvati,
Oh,
you guys did it.
I was like, hey, we have to. We have to.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Well, I'm not even
So
the one that freaking did it.
nope, you were on Parvati's side, so you can't even take the
Gosh
credit.
darn. I know I'm smarter than my simulated self.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think it's either gonna be me or Abed. It's just who's
Blindside Yuichi. Blindside Yuichi.
I don't I really don't think that that's gonna happen.
Blindside Yuichi.
Which is the idol of Abed.
That's not good on a few levels.
Oh boy. Which uses the idol on himself.
All right, he's burning both.
Yeah. First vote goes to Yuichi does not count. Second vote goes to Yuichi does not count. Third vote goes to you. Wow, so we
It
did
could
try
be
to.
Rochelle. It could be Rochelle.
No, it's
That's
me. It's me, of course. Why would it not be me?
sorry.
Yuichi, you
You
son of a
see,
bitch.
you see, you should have been part of Justice, guys. Stop riding on his dick.
I would have gone to the end with you, Yuichi. I've been your biggest supporter out here. Whenever you do terrible things like getting Ryan and Regina medevac, I was like, hey, that actually
Listen,
was good.
here's the thing about Yuichi. He's just not some guy. He's Yuichi. Okay, now I'm nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
This
fine.
is a dangerous time for you.
Yeah, this is bad.
Okay, reward challenge. Abed wins reward and shares it with Regina, Yuichi, and Morgan. They win a feast of
Oh
ribs,
God,
chicken, burgers, pastries, and ice cream with their loved ones.
if they choose me, I'm nervous. No, it's
Ryan,
happening all over again.
he does wait. You have an advantage for the next immunity challenge.
I'm nervous.
Yuichi wins. The ball has dropped for Ryan, but the question is, will you get
Do I get
medevac?
medevacs?
Yeah. Morgan and Regina have a major fight.
We got to do this slowly.
That's it. That's it. That's all
Oh,
that happened. You're safe. And
all right.
I think
At
they're
least,
going to fight.
at
So
least I don't get medevaced if I go out here.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd
Well,
be
I
cra-
yeah, I think
I
it's
hope
either
it's one of the two.
Morgan or Regina. I think Regina's the right move.
Yes, she's a two-time winner.
Yeah. First vote goes to Dwight. Second vote goes to Rochelle. Third vote goes to Dwight. Fourth vote goes to Dwight. Fifth vote goes to Dwight.
Why does this game take away
Sixth vote goes
everything
to
I love?
Rochelle. And just some guy has been taken out,
And
leaving
now it's
just
just,
one person.
you
Oh
know,
boy.
eight was still an unlucky number because I lost my
Yeah.
biggest ally in here.
Yeah. And you voted with
And
him.
Yuichi took my freaking advantage.
Yeah, he took the immunity still.
But he didn't take the advantage. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. One more before the finale. And Morgan finds another idol
Dang.
who wins rewards. Pair number one is Abed and Morgan. Pair number two is Regina and Ryan. Pair number three is Aki and Rochelle. Yuichi does not participate and cannot win reward. Aki and Rochelle win, and they share it with Abed. Chance to deliver supplies to a local Fijian school along with a meal of fried chicken and chocolate cake. And they send Regina to Ghost Islands.
Ryan, win
She
this.
does wager a vote and wins the secret advantage, an extra vote that can be used up until final six. So that's only you know, two try
All right.
votes. So
Ryan, win this.
Abed wins immunity. Not looking good for just some guy.
No, just some guy, some
Yeah.
lonely guy.
Morgan and Rochelle bond strongly. Regina and Yuichi have a major fight.
Uh-oh.
And a new alliance forms between Abed and Yuichi. And Regina works hard if camp becomes tired.
All right, we gotta get rid of Yuichi here.
Yuichi is definitely the one of the biggest threats. I mean, I think
I think
Yuichi,
he's just in general the biggest threat.
yeah, I think him, Regina, and I think Morgan has been kind of, she's been finding some of these idols potentially a threat there. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think Yuichi is definitely someone people should be targeting right now.
He is vulnerable for the first
Yeah,
time. We gotta get rid of him.
yeah. Oh my gosh, Morgan
I
used the idol.
hate you so much, Morgan. I hope you get voted out because of your misplay. I hope you get voted out because of your misplay.
Like Yuichi has talked Morgan into making a terrible mistake. Oh boy. First vote goes to Yuichi does not count. Second vote goes to Yuichi does not count. Third vote goes to Yuichi does not count. Fourth vote goes to Ryan.
I hate
Fifth
this
vote
guy.
to Ryan. Sixth vote goes to Aki, but Ryan is voted out by an idol.
Am I the dumbass that voted for Aki?
Probably. No,
No, it's
Morgan.
Morgan.
Morgan. So Ovid, Regina, and Yuichi voted Ryan. Aki, Rochelle, and Ryan voted Yuichi, and Morgan voted. Well,
See, this man, he's
Yuichi
not
has
allowed to
made
come back.
another finale.
This man's not allowed to come back.
He has taken both of us down
This man is not allowed to come back.
now.
I mean, he is. I'm just saying it for
Yeah,
comedy's sake.
yeah, yeah,
Clearly, there's a reason why we keep bringing him back.
yeah. I mean, he
But it's,
brings the entertainment. I mean, what can you
yeah,
say? It's unfortunate that we're now on the other ends of it. Okay, well let's what's the assessment? Who's winning this game?
I think Yuichi if they don't take him out, which they should, which they must. I think Morgan has been playing a pretty decent game. I think her getting in tight with Yuichi, if she's able to get rid of him, is going to fare well. I think Regina, she's kind of like the underdog of this. It's like, okay, she's another two-time winner. So, like, there's still a huge target on her, but so does Yuichi. And it's like, but people are just blinded by Yuichi's, I don't know. I guess he's attractive, so they just kind of fangirl over him.
Yeah,
Uh, let's see, Rochelle, she is definitely I feel like she definitely has a lot of fight in her. Her name comes up, but she just doesn't get eliminated.
yeah.
Aki, I feel like Aki and Abed are both like these characters that you kind of root for because they're underdog, though Abed has
Mhm.
kind of gone to the dark side a little bit.
Yeah, Abed has joined Yuichi and Regina at points, potentially
Yeah.
the two biggest villains of the season. So,
Well, because you know the theory that he was actually the ass crack bandit all along.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
So,
he he has evil in him.
yeah, yeah. Maybe evil Abed also made is actually out there, and we just don't know.
Yeah. He shaved off the goatee.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Regina has the legacy advantage, so she can't go out here.
And extra
Let's
vote.
Yeah. So she pretty much has the say on this tribal. Let's see who wins immunity. Abed wins immunity and shares the rewards with Regina and Yuichi.
All right, you got to take him out, Regina. He is
And
vulnerable.
Aki finds the idol, so that is Yuichi not being able to find it. And Morgan and Rochelle bond slightly. And Aki and Yuichi have a major fight, and Regina leaves his alliance.
All
So
right, it is time.
it does.
Yuichi,
It's looking like it.
Yuichi, you have to go.
Yeah, good job making a finale and taking us out, you bastard. But we are gonna see Yuichi finally crumble.
He has to.
So Regina uses the legacy advantage. Aki uses the idol. And I assume, yeah, she does. She uses the extra votes. So first vote goes to Aki, does not count. Second vote goes to Aki, does not count. Third vote goes to Aki, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Yuichi. Fifth vote goes to
Say la
Yuichi.
vie. Goodbye, Yuichi.
Yuichi is taken out of the game by Regina's extra vote. It got
Yep,
used in the right way here.
very good. All right.
Okay, so Aki, Regina, and Rochelle voted Yuichi. Abed, Morgan, and Yuichi voted Aki.
All right, final five.
Okay, it's Abed is now the last guy standing.
Yeah,
Okay, who wins immunity? Rochelle wins immunity.
very nice.
Aki and Morgan bond slightly. That's it.
Think it just makes sense to take out Regina here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think she is the biggest threat right now.
Yeah, I think you either take her out or Aki
Yeah. First
or
vote
Morgan.
goes to Abed. Second vote goes to Abed. Third vote goes to Aki. And Abed, wow, so the girls have just decided
Like, nah,
it's yeah, yeah, girl power.
we're gonna.
The mean girls.
Yep, the
Be
Mean Girls did make it.
yeah,
Like I said, it is a repeat of
yeah.
way back in series one with the original alliance of the, three women.
Mhm.
It's back, but
Yeah,
different.
yeah. So yeah, Regina, this I think Ghost Island might be her
Might be
simulation.
your, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, but she still has to get through
yeah.
this.
There's still a final immunity here. Who will win? Morgan win final immunity. The final four go to Ghost Island. where no events occurred, and Morgan grants safety to Rochelle, putting Aki against Regina, and Regina
Oh yeah.
wins, taking Aki out.
Yeah, you don't. Regina has played so much Survivor. There's no way she's not going to win fire making.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. I think,
Now, this is interesting because I think Regina's played the better game, but there is always that chance that the jury wants to give someone the win who hasn't won two times.
I think,
And if that happens,
Mo-
I think Morgan wins.
yeah, I agree. All right. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
Rochelle's, first off, the Mean Girls made it. The Plastics made it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe Rochelle because Morgan, while made some big moves, also had some misplays. I think Rochelle had like a more consistent game where she didn't slip up as much.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm still going to say Regina, Morgan, Rochelle, but I will
Uh,
give give a little nudge to Rochelle.
yeah. Yeah.
She's not just a goat.
Okay. Well, let's see how the votes come out. First vote goes to Morgan. Second vote goes to Rochelle. Third vote goes to Regina. Fourth vote goes to Rochelle. Fifth vote goes to Morgan. Sixth vote goes to Rochelle. Seventh vote goes to Morgan. Eighth vote goes to Rochelle. Ninth vote goes to Morgan. 10th
Yeah,
and winner. So Regina only got one person to vote for her.
and that legacy and that, unachievable three-time winner still
Yeah.
remains.
Yeah.
Uh,
Makima, only person voted for Regina there. But yeah, it's Dwight, Catherine, Packer, Ryan, and Yuichi voted Morgan. Ovid, Aki, Joe, and Parvati voted Rochelle.
man. And does
Uh,
Ryan win fan favorite?
you do.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
They were
Calling
like,
it.
he didn't get medevac at 8 this time. He
Yeah.
get
You made it slightly further.
and didn't
Yeah.
get injured.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I gotta say, I think another great game from Yuichi, even though, yeah, I think six is one of his worst placements. I think he still, had a few big moves that were being used.
Yeah,
Uh, so yeah, Morgan though pulling out the win. So yeah, I think this jury just did not want to see a three-time winner.
no, at least not yet.
Yeah. Apparently I received the most votes the game.
At 13. And
Yeah.
then, hey, I had the most challenge wins.
Yeah,
Very nice.
nice. Nice, nice. Morgan was the most strategic, followed by Makima, followed by Regina.
Okay.
Yeah, Morgan and Yuichi each finding two idols. Regina didn't get a single vote against her the whole game.
I mean, I think maybe they were like, yeah, two-time winner. It's just like, no, just no. Even if
Yeah,
she plays well.
yeah, there's a chance that they just thought that like because of that, maybe there's just that consensus that she was kind of the goat. Why take her out? Because who's voting for her?
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
okay, well that does it. All Stars 17 in the books.
It was a fun one. It was a nervous one. Yeah, now we both hate Yuichi, even though
Yeah,
we're definitely bringing him back for 18. Like,
yeah. I mean, he's obviously he's making a return because he just brings the entertainment all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
But
Though his enemy list just keep growing. Now
yeah,
you're mad at him. I'm mad
yeah,
at him.
yeah,
Dwight's mad at him.
yeah, yeah. He does not. It's weird though because like he kind of comes into a season and gets like friendships and then just breaks them in that season.
Yeah,
So we'll see if he can find some new friends in this next season.
we'll see. We will see. All right. Well, we got quite a few stuff. Joe and I haven't really discussed what those things will be,
Mhm.
but we always cook up some fun ideas.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So yes, make sure to stay tuned for next week. We're gonna have some more great stuff coming your way. And yeah, it's definitely fun, continuing this Brantsteele journey. We're getting close to the 100 mark. We're getting
It's gonna
close.
be insane. It's gonna be
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we hope you guys have an awesome week, or you're having a great summer, and we'll see you in the next video.
Adios.
Peace.